Visit us at clearchoice.com.
Sometimes democracy is a birthright. Sometimes it is a gift. Today, it's a fight, and I'm asking you to stand and fight with me.
Michael Bloomberg on bringing our country back together.
This election is a referendum on the meaning of America. It is about what we will tell our children, what we did at this time. This election is about whether we recognize that all groups who have been marginalized, excluded, scapegoated, or far worse, rise and fall together. And that is our best hope, standing together, rejecting demagogues who try to seduce us by dividing us, and uniting behind the only shield that can protect us, our common values as American citizens and as God's children. That is what this election is about, and that is why I'm running, to repair the damage and to move our nation forward. Together, we will get it done. I'm Mike Bloomberg, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Mike Bloomberg 2020.
All right, everybody in the car, let's go.
What are we going to do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing, too?
I don't see why.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not that far, sweetie.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already?
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Attention, everyone. With Dell's President's Day sale, get monumental savings on Dell Business PCs with Intel Core processors and business tech. Deals are live now with doorbusters up to 60% off on President's Day the 17th. Our small business technology advisors can help you find the right tech for your business at President's Day prices by calling 877-BUY-DELL. Plus, get free shipping on everything. Just call 877-BUY-DELL or visit Dell.com/business deals.
This is Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
7:44, I'm Rob Archer. Coming up, new plans to build a rail link to Ontario Airport.
The FTC is looking at big tax takeovers of small startups. That story's coming up in 5 minutes when Bloomberg checks your money.
Long Beach police officers shoot dead a man they say opened fire on them. These stories coming up in the next 15 minutes. But first, 7:45, traffic and weather together every 10 minutes in the fives. This update brought to you by Southern California Toyota dealers. Here's Rick Smith.
Well, we've got a wreck on the westbound side of the 91 in Yorba Linda, just past Yorba Linda Boulevard. Crash blocking the left lane. CHP is going to stop traffic there, try to move that out of the way. You are going to be backed up before Yorba Linda Boulevard, but once you get past there, good drive over to the 55. That 55 south, usually miserable drive from the 91 all the way down to the 405. Today, definitely holiday light, nice and clear between that 91 and the 405. In Granada Hills, 118 East connector to the 405 north. A car got a flat tire. The left lane of that transition road is blocked. They also got this debris out of the way finally in Pacoima on the eastbound side of the 118 before Glen Oaks Boulevard. Everything is out of the way. A couple of cars had hit a box and ended up over to the right shoulder. In Southgate, the 710 South at Firestone, that's where you have brush fire there on the right shoulder. Get a great deal on a new car, Toyota car, truck, or SUV at the We Make It Big, We Make It Easy sales event. Don't miss on your chance to save big with deals on special leases and huge factory cash back. Event ends soon. Hurry in. See all offers at buyatoyota.com. We make it easy. Next report at 7:55. I'm Rick Smith with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Morning fog and lots of sunshine on the way this afternoon. Highs above average for your President's Day. Upper 60s along the coast. Low 70s for downtown and the basin this afternoon. And to the mid 70s for the valleys and the Inland Empire today. High deserts, low 70s for you this afternoon. Mountains in the low 50s. Additional warming overnight into tomorrow. We will see Santa Ana winds picking up. Temperatures climbing well above average again into your Tuesday. We'll stay above average throughout much of the work week. Slight cooling Friday into Saturday. Could see some light showers moving in then too. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecast, I'm CBS 2 meteorologist Danielle Gersh, KNX 10. 1070 News Radio.
45 degrees in San Bernardino, 50 in Gardena, 48 in Yorba Linda, and 747. Officials in San Bernardino County trying to figure out how to get more people to use Ontario International Airport without having to drive there. 3 rail projects are being considered, and a transit committee is calling for a study to identify which one is the best. Steve Smith is Director of Planning for the San Bernardino County Transportation Authority.
We do not expect this to be easy, but we believe we're in the best position to put this study forward, to fairly consider all of the options, take all of the input into account. That's our job.
Vote on whether to commission a $3 million study set for next month. There are 3 major plans under consideration. One would expand Metrolink service at the Ontario East Station. Another would use existing Union Pacific tracks for passenger rail service. Another option is to extend the Gold Line directly to the airport. A train traveling from Australia to Los Angeles landed at LAX after declaring an in-flight emergency over an issue with the landing gear. Boeing 777 touched down last night with smoke billowing from the tires as it glided down the runway. Firefighters responded. However, the aircraft landed safely. There were no injuries. No word on what caused the problem with the landing gear. The cost of arranging a funeral can vary widely, in large part because it's often hard for people to compare prices. State law was passed 7 years ago requiring funeral homes to post their prices online or to provide a list of services offered and mention a full price list is available on request. A new analysis finds businesses that post their prices openly tend to charge a lot less money, more than 30% less on average. Some of the highest prices were found at funeral homes in Newport Beach, Westwood, and Culver City. An Orange County killer, John Abel, is dead at the age of 75.
He was condemned to die by an Orange County jury in 1997 for shooting a man to death while stealing money the victim had withdrawn from a bank. He died in a hospital outside San Quentin State Prison. The cause of death not known, but foul play not suspected. Abel had been in prison since 1992 when he was admitted from LA County to serve 44 years and 8 months for a string of armed robberies. He was also serving a 7-year sentence for second-degree robbery with the use of a firearm. Since 1978, when California reinstated capital punishment, only 15 inmates have been executed. 82 have died from natural causes, 27 from suicide, 14 have died from other causes, and 7, including Abel, are pending a cause of death. Mark Austin Thomas, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Searchers have recovered the bodies of 2 Colorado men who died in a weekend avalanche in Colorado. Authorities say the 3 men were riding snow bikes late Saturday afternoon when they were caught in the slide about 10 miles north of Vail. One man was able to dig himself out and call for help. The other ones were carried into a gully at the bottom of a drainage area. Avalanche debris piled up deeply and they were fully buried. 750, Elise Brenny checks your money.
They get a lot of attention when they want to buy a big company, but when Google, Facebook, Apple, or other tech giants purchased hundreds of small startups over the last decade, no one said much. Now the Federal Trade Commission wants to know.
Are we seeing that Facebook is constantly buying up young competitors and then immediately shutting them down? Are they constantly acquiring companies and taking all the data and not disclosing that?
Bloomberg's Kurt Wagner says the FTC will have plenty to look at. Apple alone has acquired hundreds of companies since 2010, most of them focused on technologies to be used in its devices. When the iPhone maker revamped its Maps app, it bought lesser knowns including Embark, Locationary, Broadmap, Hotstop.com, and others. Those deals are the focus now, but other parts of big tech businesses could also come under more scrutiny down the road.
This is a small step in what is probably a much larger journey that they're going to be on over the next 5 to 10 years.
We check your money at 20 and 50 after each hour. I'm Bloomberg's Elisa Parenti for KNX 1070 News Radio.
Tribute to Kobe Bryant's last night's All-Star NBA game in Chicago. That's where he's coming up in about 1 minute. 7:51 news brought to you by Bob Smith BMW.
Getting to the bottom of every story because KNX is on top of breaking news.
Reporting live at LAX.
Live from along Hollywood Boulevard.
Live in Pasadena. So when we say depend on us, it's not just some slogan. It's a commitment. KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
What a great deal on the ultimate driving machine. Come visit Bob Smith BMW in Calabasas for this great offer.
Experience the performance and utility of the X5 S-Drive 40i luxury sport activity vehicle. Lease one for $689 a month over 36 months. $49.49 due at signing after a dealer contribution of $22.50. The ultimate buying experience is found at CarPro certified Bob Smith BMW.
Drop by and see Bob Smith BMW just off the 101 in Calabasas.
There's no room for compromise in a quality burger. That's why In-N-Out uses patties that are never frozen and only the freshest produce we can find. Because that's what a hamburger's all about.
When searching for kitchen remodeling, search the Kitchen Store, Culver City.
7:52 on KNX. Tributes paid to Kobe Bryant last night's NBA All-Star game in Chicago. They were led by Magic Johnson.
Number 8 and number 24, Kobe Bryant. I'm going to say that one more time because that cheer should be a little bit louder. Kobe Bryant. There you go.
Rapper Common also paid tribute to Bryant.
He used his game to touch the world's soul. A king named Kobe Bryant, who wore purple and gold. 24 hours a day, you'll put in work, forget the salary. And being from Chicago, you can possess that Mamba mentality. And that's dedication. And that's the fight. So even in the darkest times, you'll feel Kobe's light.
Clippers star Kawhi Leonard won the All-Star Game MVP trophy. It's now renamed for Kobe.
And I'm going to put it next to my other trophies.